My old winter boots are slowly dying, so I need to buy a new one. I did some search and selected these 6 pairs to choose which one will be the best for me. My selection was based on 3 key factors: insulation, waterproof, and height of the boot. I want to see how these boots hold against cold, water, how they are constructed, how comfortable they are. I want to use thermo camera, which should bring some accuracy and interesting data. I hope you will find this video helpful, so let's get started. I want to give you a general overview of each boot and also what I like and what I don't like about it. First boot is made by Salomon. In my opinion, the boot is very well made. As you see, it's flexible. You have double stitching at the front and also on the other layer. The inside is very comfortable. Now let me say what I like about the boot. It's very lightweight and I like the grip. It's very rubbery and I believe it will perform very well at slippery surfaces. I also like this large opening of the handle so you can fit winter glove through it. The front of the boot is very stiff and nicely protected. What I don't like about this boot first is the height, and this fabric seems to me not that waterproof. Also, the boot is missing the metal ring, which I believe is for clipping the gaiters over your pants. The second boot is made by Columbia and is very similar to the Salomon boot. I would say the finishes and construction of the boot is very good. You have double stitching over here, at the back as well, is also very comfortable inside. And what I like about this boot, the front of the boot is very nicely protected all the way here. The boot has the metal ring for the gaiters. Another thing I like is obviously this large loop, but also this flexible piece. They added very nice feature for the bottom of the boot. It's made by Michelin and it feels very rubbery, very sticky. I believe it will perform on ice or snow really great. And now what I don't like about this boot. Let's say one thing, when you try to flex it, it makes these lines and I believe after a time it might break and somehow ruin the boot. And this fabric seems to me less waterproof than this part. The third boot is made by Vasque and it's even higher than the previous Columbia boot. You have rubber at the back as well, double stitching right here and all the way around, double stitching right here. You have metal ring. Inside of the boot is also comfortable and the boot is very lightweight. The construction and the finishes are very nice. As you see, the boot does not suffer from any bendings. What I like about this boot, the front is protected as well. The bottom has very nice texture. The lashing is smooth and here is the large handle. There is not much what I don't like. Again, the fabric right here seems to me not that waterproof, but we will see at the test. Maybe I am wrong. Other than that, the bottom of the boot seems to me very slippery. As you see, there is no resistance. It's not sticky at all. The fourth boot is made by Northside and this boot is a bit different than the previous types. As you see, it's more leather on outside, only this is rubber. I mainly selected this boot because of the unusual design, and also you can use this drawstring to protect your leg against snow falling inside. What I like about this boot, the lashing system is fairly smooth, But where this boot is shining against the previous ones is the comfort inside. And you have this additional strap which you can tie around your leg. And the last positive, you have double stitching all the way here and here, which is good. Things I don't like about this boot are probably equal to things I like. The boot is very stiff and it's very hard to bend. And also, again, the problem with the line here, it's not the best design in my opinion. This back hook or handle has very small opening, so in thick gloves you would not be able to put the finger inside. Also, the bottom of the boot is not that sticky. It's and I am not big fan of leather finishes on the boot because I believe it will suffer from the temperatures and perhaps the ice somehow scratching it. The fifth boot is made by Kamik, and there is probably not that much to talk about it. I selected this one because I wanted to try and see how comfortable it'll be, and also what is the advantage of completely rubber boot. Obviously, the water level is right here, which is excellent. You have drawstring around your leg. The things I like about this boot, it's almost everything. The boot is one piece, so no sewing. Also, it's very flexible, as you see. Also, you have inside the insert, obviously, which you can wear as is, even inside some kind of shelter. The big advantage of this boot, I believe, is when you get any kind of snow inside and it will melt or water will get inside, you will just pour it out, dry this out, and you are good to go. Maybe the only thing I don't like about this boot is the bottom. It's kind of slippery, but it might work very well. And the last one is made by Sorel, and let me say the boot looks very tough. The foot is sitting somewhere here, so all this space is between the cold ground and your warm feet. Otherwise the boot is like a tank. What I like about this boot, first, the large handle. The front is very high and very well protected. It's all the way rubber right here. Also, there is a drawstring which you can use to tie it around your leg, and there is the insert. You have additional protection from the bottom. It's almost like a shoe, and there are 2 layers inside you can take out. So the protection from the cold ground is multiplied by basically 4 layers. This insert alone seems to me good for walking on the snow. Even if you will lose this one, you can still walk to safety in these, which is incredible. What I don't like about this boot, first, it's enormous, it's gigantic. For my use, it's not practical. The bottom of the boot is not that sticky, but it's not bad either. Also, the design of the boot at some part seems to me strange. When you put your foot inside, as you see, it's still open here. I think some heat will escape through this opening and out through this fabric. Basically, the entire outer boot has no heat protection except from the bottom. First test will be cold resistance. My idea is to use standard cotton sock, put it inside each boot, and fill the sock as best as possible by plastic bags. Then I will put each boot in plastic container and will partially fill it out with ice. After an hour I will pull out the sack and will use the thermo camera to observe if the sack has some kind of temperature differences. Let's start the stopwatch. After long wait, we are here. 1 hour in ice. So after the hour, I will show you the outside of the boot. After that I will take out the sack and will use the pliers to hold it, so I am not touching it by the warm hands. So Salomon boot. Let's see the sack now. Now we have Columbia boot outside. Now the sack. This is Vasque boot. No major problems. Back, front and bottom around 50. Very good. This one is Northside boot. Now the sack. Back, front, still around 50. Very nice. Here we have Kamik boot. Now the sack, still 50. Very nice. And the last one is Sorel. It's been a while. Bottom. Now let's continue with the test, which is the most important for me, which is waterproofness. I will use the same plastic containers with the ice in it. I will just fill it out with the water and will leave the boots for 30 minutes there. After that I will use the paper towel, go inside the booth and show you on the thermo camera if there are any temperature differences which will indicate moisture. I just want to show you how much water I want to add to each boot. Basically above this level on each boot, because this is rubber. I want to see how this fabric holds water. That's the most important thing. Let's start the timer. I want to show you how the test will looks like. This is piece of standard paper towel, and now you will see a thermo camera how it will looks like if there will be the cold water. These are pieces of ice. You see how black they are. So if I will put the paper towel inside the boot and there will be any kind of moisture, it will be visible. Salomon boot. Really everywhere. I don't feel any moisture. It's good. Now the Columbia boot. Not bad, nothing. Now the Vasque. Nothing. Now the Northside. Oh my. This is complete failure. It's full of water. That's why I don't like leather boots. That's not good. So, Kamik boot. Here I don't expect any problems. It's full rubber boot. Nothing. Now let me take out the insert and check out the outer shell itself. Completely dry. The last one, the Sorel. Insert. Clear. Insert out. Clear. So here you have it. My review and tests are done. If you are wondering which boot I will choose, watch the bonus video which I will upload in a couple days. And if you would like to support my channel and what I do even more, I will really appreciate it. You can visit my website and our store and purchase one of the patches. Thank you. I plan the 2-night trip on the weekend before New Year, so stay tuned. Until the next video, take care guys.